fellow modelers and styling fanatics, welcome back to my channel. I hope that everyone is doing fine and enjoys the hobby. Concrete Banker is back with a brand new project this time. As always, your host will be Split Personalities and Parallel Universes George. And today we pick and choose our project for our next series. So, grab a seat, crack the mandatory cold one, and let's talk about what I have chosen. I was taking this matter in consideration for 2 days in a row, and I didn't know what to do or what to build. I was between two kits. One of them is a car build and another one is a military vehicle, and I have decided to pick and choose the car build because I haven't built a car for a very long time in my channel. I think that it is a very long time, I cannot remember now. Anyway, since you have been prepared, let's see what I have chosen. So guys, before I show you, I have to prepare you for what you are about to see. First of all, it is a race car. Second of all, it is a race car that you don't see every day. And third of all, because you know me, I make peculiar choices, as always. This time the kit is provided from a friend of the channel who is a fellow YouTuber. His name is Keith. You can find him in Keith RCs and Models. I will leave a link to the description section below. So go and check him out. He has a huge knowledge about cars, and you need to go and check him out. You know how the drill goes, guys. Anyway, without further ado, here is my next choice. A Suzuki Alto N1 Works from oh no anyway, from Fujimi. Kit number is 06096. Here you can see Fujimi, and from the looks of it, it is a very rare and funny K car. K cars are if you are not familiar with the specification of K cars are the small displacement engine cars from Japan. Something about 600 cc's up to 900 cc's. I know that these are dwarf cars for my fellow Americans, but they are still a lot of fun to drive. I have driven many of them here in Greece, and I can tell you they still are a lot of fun. Some of them are like pocket rockets, especially the turbo versions and stuff. And I have chosen this one because it is a gift from Keith, and I wanted to build it somewhere in the near future, because it is a race car. It is a thing that you rarely see, and because I wanted to do something different to keep my mojo going. I have given it a quick look at the ScaleMate sites. The Alto kit from Fujimi initially started at 1987, and this one is a rebox of that kit. It is dated at 1989, and it has some new decals, if I remember correctly. Anyway, let's crack open the box, see what's inside and what we are up to. Let me move the camera around to give you a better look, and we're gonna talk about that. Okay guys, box is cracked, everything has been removed from its plastic baggies apart, of course the clear parts, because I don't wanna damage them. And it is time to to give you a quick recap of what the box contains. We have 1, 2, 3 plastic sprues that come in white and contains every part of the car. Of course we have the car body. The clear parts. A small plastic baggie that contains I cannot remember the name of them. Anyway, I'm gonna write it down as a comment. And the tires, the decals, and of course the instruction sheet. Now let me remove them all out of let me remove everything out of the way and give you a closer look at the parts, beginning with the car body. As you can see, our project will be relatively small. This is the size of it. As I said, it is a K car. They are meant to be small town cars with small displacement engines, as I said before. It looks really clean, nicely detailed. It has some seam lines over here where my finger is, this one that I'm moving. Nothing we cannot take care of. And that is everything. Of course, this is not gonna have any engine detail as expected, but it's not a problem for me. And that's all. Let me see if I can focus. And that's all for the body of the car. Second, we have the clear plastic sprue. Of course, it contains the clear part for the car windows, the tail lights and the headlights. The piece is clear enough and undamaged. Okay, it causes a little bit of distortion if you look it from far away, but if you give it a closer look from here, I don't know if you can see it, let me see. Things are getting better. These knobs over here must be for holding the piece in place. Anyway, we are going to see about that as we build it. Parts are nicely detailed from a kit that has my age, 33-year-old kit. That's pretty nice. Let's start from the sprues now. From the smallest one, we have parts of the roll cage and the bucket seat, the bucket racing seat. It only provides one. I will have to erase these mold marks over here, but everything else looks nicely molded, no excess flash or anything. Seat belts are molded onto the bucket seat and they are nicely pronounced. And overall it has a nice look. This is the B sprue, as you can see over here. On to the next one, we have the interior tab, the rims, dashboard assembly, not the dashboard, dial assembly, dial and steering wheel over here, steering wheel column, and the steering wheel is over here. These two parts and this one are for the rear spoiler, and various detail parts kit also provides us with the normal seat of the car. As I said, everything is nicely detailed. Here is a closer look at the wheels. The steering wheel, as I said, and the rear spoiler, the interior tab, and the dials. That's it for this sprue. This one is labeled as, well, it's not labeled at all. Okay, I can, no, it's labeled as sprue A. And we move on to the final sprue. This one contains the chassis, dashboard, rear and front bumper, part of the rear seat, and more parts for the front seats as well. It also has the side skirts and various other steering wheel options. Let me give you a closer look. Here is the chassis. Okay, I don't like that it has the exhaust molded on, but it is what it is. I think that I can make it work out. Everything is nicely detailed and crisp. Here are the side skirts, rear and front bumper. I will need to open that gap, let that airflow in. The seats and the other two options for the steering wheels, the stock options, together with the gear shift knob. And over here we have the side wing mirrors, the central mirror, parts for the roll cage probably, and as I said, the dashboard, which is nicely molded. Buttons and everything. This sprue must be C, if I can find the letter. Let's call it the C sprue, it has no letter. And that's the final sprue for the vehicle. What's left of it is the tires. Let me open that bag, which I purposely left closed because I don't want to miss anything. It has happened to me once. Now it has those weird stuff, that's scratch stuff, this foam piece and this scratch, which I don't know why they are used, but anyway, we're gonna see. And here is the tire. Thread, as you can see, it needs a little bit clean up, but the thread detail is spot on. They are Pirellis, D7Fs. That's cool, and you can see the smaller writing. I think it writes the numbers are 175, 50, 13 probably. So they are nicely detailed. That's a nice pair of tires for this kit. Kit provides you only with those 4 tires, they are the same. And of course it gives you these rubber grommets, I cannot remember how they are properly named. And finally we move on to the decals. Decal set is this one, it's medium sized. As you can see, we probably are going to have an issue. This box must be haven't been properly stored, and this is not Keith's fault. As you can see, it has wet marks over here, so this means that this box was wet and this caused some damage to the decals. Anyway, I'm going to remove one to see if they are if I can work with them. If not, I am just gonna throw them away, save what I can first and then throw them away. Anyway, I cannot tell you anything about them as usual. I have to work with them first so I can give you my opinion about them. These two are the bigger ones that go onto the rear of the vehicle. They should cover this area. These should probably cause me some trouble. Anyway, that's the decals. Let's cross our fingers, our mud flaps and our toes that some of them can still be saved. Anyway, if they cannot, I am okay with that. We can work something else out. I'm gonna improvise. And finally we move on to the instructions sheet. As you can see, it is a single page. Over here in the front we have the box art, something that says please read and follow the directions. Of course I'm gonna follow the directions, but I'm not gonna read that, as always. We have the sprue map over here, and the parts that are labeled as grey probably won't be used. And then upon opening on the first page we have the decal application guide, color callouts, which are probably for which company, let me see. I have no idea. I think due to these numbers over here, this must be Mr. Color. Anyway, I have no Mr. Colors in my collection, and as always I'm gonna improvise. You guys know that I always improvise in my builds with the colors. And we start from tires, then we move on to the roll cage assembly. We attach the tires onto the first step, as it says over here, because this one is A and this one is B. Onto the first step we attach the tires onto the chassis. We need to paint the chassis, of course. Over here we need to detail paint it. I'm gonna detail paint the heck out of it, of course, because of reasons, and because I like to detail paint everything without a particular reason. Anyway, second step, we attach the roll cage and the seats, driver and co-driver seats, together with the gear shift knob onto the interior tab. Of course I'm gonna detail paint this as well. Third step, we start working on the dashboard, decal application and everything, and we attach the dashboard on the interior tab and then the whole assembly onto the chassis. And fourth step, we begin our work onto the car body. We attach the side skirts, the clear parts, which of course are going to be attached at the end in my case. Fifth step is more body work, hood scoops, front bumper, headlights, window wipers and side mirrors. Sixth step is we move on to the rear of the car with a rear spoiler, rear bumper and tail lights. And seventh step is click the body of the car onto the chassis. As you can see, it is a relatively small build. It has only 7. I'm gonna count 8 steps together with the decal application. I wanna take a break from huge builds, that's why I have chosen it. I hope that it is going to be fun to put that kit together. Now, what my exact plan will be with this kit. What my exact plan, okay? I am going to try to depict the car of the photo. That's my initial plan. Now, due to the damage that the decals may have, sorry guys. There is a chance that I will not be able to do that, okay, to depict the same thing. If I will not be able to do that, I'm gonna make it as a full custom K car that I would love to own and race, so it's gonna be a bit personalized. And that is my plan. We proceed and we see what happens as we proceed. So I hope you guys find this project interesting. I would like to hear your opinions in the comment section below, of course, as every time. And that's everything from Past George. I'm gonna wrap this video up and leave it to future George to tell you goodbye. Anyway, I would like once again to hear your thoughts and opinions about this build on the comment section below. Past George is signing out. See you later, guys. And with all that said and done, we have made it to the end of this presentation for our next project. Before I go, I want to thank once again Keith for sending me this cool kit. Thank you, Keith. I really appreciate it, and I'm totally going to have fun with it. And I also hope you guys will find this video interesting, the series as well, and stick along for the next episode. Before I go, I want to thank each and every one of you guys that watched this video. A special thank you to my old subscribers, because you guys are the best and you are the reason that I keep doing these videos. And to the newcomers out there, welcome guys. I hope that you like what I do. If so, you all know what to do. Leave a like, comment with your thoughts and opinions, share the video if you believe that it deserves to be shared, or even consider subscribing for more builds to come your way. Until the next time, fellow modelers and friends, take care and model on. It was that Mofo Damon signing out.